All right, so before we were hitting our driver, we got it going straighter and pretty solid. It was just going really, really high. And it was going even higher before, but that was mostly because it was very spinny. And that's because we were hitting more down into it as opposed to a shallower angle, or if anything, up. Yeah. So we never want to hit down on that driver because we saw what happens. If you spin, you're going to lose yardage. The more spin you create, the more dispersion you're going to create as well.
Yeah.
So now that we're doing better hitting up onto it as opposed to down into it, we're hitting it a little bit lower, but we can even hit it lower than that.
Okay.
But it's also not as spinny, so it's a better shot in general.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to honestly just knock a little bit of loft off that driver.
Okay.
Do that, and we make that same swing.
Okay.
Hit a one lower, and then we're going to use actually the box fan above to help us with our angle of attack and make it a little bit more shallow and into the ball as opposed to still just that little bit down.
Okay.
This. I'm going to lower it by a degree for right now. We can play around with it. All right. That is correct. So now it is 9.5.
Okay.
But for right now, just give it that same swing that you've been doing.
Uh-huh.
And let's see if we see a difference.
Okay.
But same thing, that same setup. We load on the back side a little bit. We turn that hip first.
Yeah.
We're moving into it as opposed to down onto it.
Yeah.
Stay behind that golf ball. Let's
Okay.
see one for right now, and then we'll bring in the second part of this.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I know we missed that one just a little bit, but tell you what, that was a lot lower. A lot lower. Alright. One more and really get that hip turned first. That was just a little bit of those hands start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great setup. Now just turn that hip through.
Quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, and it's good that you can know that. You can self-diagnose now.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly right. The hips got to get out of the way first. Those hands start low left for you.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
want to think of that right pocket, looking at the golf ball at impact. That hip turns through. Closer. A lot closer, and that is lower.
Oh, yeah.
And because it's lower, it's going to go a little bit further too. And we get that nice rollout. We get that big first hop as opposed to it kind of just hitting the ground and not really moving
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot lower.
That'd be
And
good.
it was dead straight.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Take that.
Second part of that.
Okay.
So we lowered the loft, that helped. I'm going to put this about a foot behind that golf ball. And I just want you to think about not hitting that with your driver.
Okay.
Is we come too much up or too much down, we have just that sense of almost being able to scrape it, where we want that driver going right into the golf ball so we can use that really effective loft of the driver, which really isn't that much. We're getting either a little too much. Before it was that spinny shot, that was
Yeah.
really far down. Now we want to keep that nice and shallow through.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and take a swing, trying not to hit that.
Okay. That's up on the
That's the furthest and the lowest one, or not the lowest maybe. That wasn't too low. You're not
No.
losing any distance.
No, that was good height.
That was fantastic height, and it had that big first top.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in the stratosphere, which
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more like that.